with Ishmael. Now this world's so well, I guess we gotta fix it. Or is it we've already been addicted to the way it's working? Or not, cause nothing is for certain except I'm living, breathing right now, writing a rhyme, releasing some pure thought. Wrote a letter of correspondence to the author. How can we save the planet when everybody's like, why bother? My father, my mother gave birth to me. Now how am I gonna give birth to a seed to grow on toxic ground? A world that's lost and found. Might as well keep my sperm to myself, and all that's to offer is wise talking sound. Often we walk around not knowing exactly where we want to go. Therefore, we all die slow. Or maybe we live too fast, a simple blink of an eye. When all you love's now gone, no time to say goodbye. It's all a tragedy. Mathematically, as a society, we're coming up short. We need to add in dividends from some youthful citizens. All the future businessmen who know what it's like to be shit on from above, so they can help us structure a community you want to raise your children in. We're building in a form of communication, straight from Kefing, the Asiatic's original origination, stating peace, love, happiness, it's all good, but still remain misunderstood. We all want to be saviors of blatant haters. Don't be dumb, it's all one, get with the movement. I walk the path I do because the shoe fits. I wore it, got 10 million signs, I can't ignore it. The way we bore it, by onlookers who stare, trying to ostracize the wise for looking out for their best interests. And since this is good in sentence form, you can't see the look in my eye and see I'm serious when I tell your ass to try the most you can. Cause most of men die sad, thinking and drinking, reminiscent of a life they only wish they had. And my life, damn sure it's a high life. Mine's dedicating time to try to find a way to express to you to let your light shine bright and make a difference. Cause hindrance by being the big man's a played out role. I'll stay out in the cold if I have to. Far from gimmicky, but coming up with new ways to grab you. Cause these days, self-absorbed is selfish, hitting under shells like shellfish. A well-wisher fisherman searching the seas, trying to find an answer to bring back to the people of our land so we can take a stance toward the machine cause we're dominant. But that don't mean that we're on top of shit. We're killing each other on the brink of extinction, sinking in our own shit. So there's really no more time to listen to a fool pop off of the lip. My hop's hip to trying to save the world, make the world a better place for us, I trust. Cause these days people hear revolution and run away, but the revolution been revolving. It's time for a solution and solving a puzzle that leaves the man's further evolving right now, right now.
Heavens above is the ground I stand on.
Lock, Shaun, Sundiata, Death Juice, you know we gotta send this out to all y'all, let you know beyond every shadow of doubt, a great cloud is still low. I still shines on the opposite side, yeah. kindness, tight as the essence of the heavens
From the
above.
depths of an abyss, gripping the edge of the cliff, bearing pure white-knuckled fists of frustration, fumigating the sectioned off with poisonous gases, cut off to the masses, looking at four white walls bearing a straitjacket, and then I look up only to see a sealed structure, completing the black box of a secured area, truly lost to the finer things in life, and the illuminating light found only in the darkest nights. Dawn is on the horizon, disguising itself in an ugly mask. The task at hand has managed to slip through my palms, evidence in a calm, chaotic paradox, representing the imbalance of an undefined, insurmountable challenge. The illusions form in a direct line of sight to watchful eyes, but the constricting ties are never cut until the scene shifts and volcanoes erupt, burning all connections of the present shackles and cuffs.
Shackles and cuffs can't hold us down, we're bound to take it further. Know what I mean? To the heavens above.
The heavens above is the ground I stand on. Fire. The heavens above is the ground I stand on. Fire.
Be quiet. One floor. Check the mouse nest. Now who's next? Nomadik Mind Travlers. The paradoxic moon shines in daylight, influencing our souls, illumination to stay bright even in the darkness. It's days like this, you feel out on the limb, then the woman's hand giving in an act of reaching out, even in the ocean of doubt. Sprouts is still reflection of what the trained eye sees as one. Now a second look reveals a double living for society, inflamed upon your will to build your own communication, facing off with pain and Xing out the weakness. And now we see this melancholy coloring of rocks within our path, a clustering of mixed emotions, mothering of firstborn thought, expansive wondering of what's beyond
As
the
I
limits
walk
of
on
our
uncharted
normal walk.
terrain, I use a mic as a torch to shine forth upon my path. With only a backpack, I proceed through a corridor of trees, dancing with every step that I take. As my light bends and breaks through the branches and the leaves, it distorts the things I see, turning shapes and shadows into morbid lifelike figurines staring at me from the darkness. I can almost hear them scream as they reach out in pain. From the awkward positions, I cuff my hands over my ears, trying hard not to listen to those horrid sounds. As I now find myself running down a narrowing path, forever it seemed I ran, so I stopped to catch my breath, hunched over as I pant, hands on my knees, gasping for air. I look up for a quick sec, just to peep the scene. Shocked to my discovery, I seen that I was right back to where I started. My stomach hardened and I got queasy and get sick. I fell to my knees and asked myself, what kind of wretched place is this? And at that same instant, a voice thundered from the electric blue sky with the reply: welcome to my abstract world, where the only path you walk is the path that I choose, and whether you live or not is completely up to you. I place that all in your hands, but who are you? I demanded to know, and just as quick as it had come, the voice was gone, and now I'm forced to roam and find my own way through these artistic views.
In my mind, soul searching in this world, not quite sure what I find. Shipwrecks and scattered images, past memories painted on walls, walking a psychedelic path. Stories told on the ground through pictures of stained glass, listening to the wind pass, hearing a soul trapped in it. Wait a minute, that tree sorta kinda looks like me. I approach it, tell the animals not to mind me. When it's my time, the raven will find me. The sun begins to set in the west, blinding the narrator narrating the story that you're hearing at the moment. The scene, I scope it, I post up against a tree that looks like me, amazed as I gaze over it, searching through my belongings, hoping to find it. Find what a camera to capture a picture, just my luck, the lens is cracked. As I go to lay down on my back, the wood and face with green hair speaks. On the branches lie wisdom, tell me that every mind has a key that's able to unlock the imagination. Let's leak it out onto the paper, releasing the most beautiful creations. All of a sudden I find myself trapped in a cube. The walls that cage me turn to liquid. I make my way through the emerald waterfalls and see humans, aka rats, confined to the maze of life, wrapped in the cloak of evil. Is there gonna be a sequel? Probably not. I remain a lost astronaut trapped in space, guided by stars. I remain a lost astronaut trapped in space, guided by stars.
Autistic
must have missed it. Wishing for an answer out of the agony, struggling trying to fish it out of the open water. Now the land is freezing over, four corners revolving around everything to the owner. Mistakes have been engraved in the continents of all grounds, sinking deeper with every pound. Murmurs in Christ disguise these sounds. A slowed up society's liars ahead of where it should be. Flamboyant is trust in the hands of the guilty. Culture for what when your attempts badmouth history. Now we're living uncertainty, losing all of our adversity. Indulging those delights which malnourish in sight. Just because it's comfortable doesn't necessarily mean that it's right. Convincing an existence to decline. Marginal profits can't change my mind. The irony's in every sign. Battered and bruised, but still conventional with taking moves. Never a pawn in the game, even though in the end we all lose. Mountainous structures, reprogramming upward. Taking orders from General Custard was about all the muscle you could have mustered. Breath has now been taken for granted, so so-called expanders could expand this. Broadening horizons by deteriorating this planet. Sucking resources dry in God's name to survive. A predetermined forecasted lie. That's why the fight will never subside. That's why the fight will never subside.
Artistic views, artistic and true, self-absorbed. This is our world, you just visiting the mind of a nomadic mind traveler, epic paradoxic, visionary force, visual training, remaining on top in San Ho. Peepz the Kaotic Souls, and Kinx up here in the atmosphere at the CLXII.
You gotta be at school what time? 7? So you gotta wake up at like 5 or some bullshit. But hey, but you know what though? That's just life though. That's life. You gotta do that, you know what I'm saying? I gotta go to work tomorrow. Go to school and do it well. And you know what? That's life. That's how it is. You gotta deal with it. You best to take it as it comes. That's life. That's how you live it. Are you down to give it back to the people on the earth that serves a purpose? That's life. That's how it is. Figure how you living. Is it worth it? Is it worth it? That's life. That's how you live it. Are you down to give it back to the people on the earth that serves a purpose? That's life. That's how it is. Figure how you living. Is it worth it? You gotta ask yourself. That's life. Take it as it goes. Certain obstacles try and hold you down, but never go around either through or over. Folding under the pressure isn't a choice. Carry the weight upon your shoulders with pride and poise. Silence makes you dead, so I make noise with my voice. Showing my vital signs are hot. It's do or die nowadays. I heard it was hell on earth, but now I know because I feel the blaze scorching my feet. It's like I'm walking on coals, but still I'm staying cold as dry ice and in control. Wanting to know what my life beholds, and if it's in a mold, I'ma shatter it. Cause the idea of living a planned out life, it just won't fly in my book. Any so-called rumors of the last days ain't got me shook a single bit. In life I found my niche, slip right into gear, pioneer, persevere. But know this, life's a bitch and she will get you down, knock you clean out, and piss all over you while you're on the ground defenseless. So I fight back relentlessly, I'm not going out like that. Perhaps, but then again you never know. So we leave the question mark, but for me that ain't too hard, cause I'm curious, full of wonder, wandering these streets, logging everything I see, filing it away in my memory till it can be released on the page, emptying my body of the rage that gets gained in the struggle of day-to-day living, giving back to those I owe the only way I can, and that's to at least make a decent attempt to try to succeed in whatever it is I do. Plans can be made, but the ship is full of crazy turns that'll throw you way off course, but if you follow the star farthest to the north, you'll find your destination, and at that place you'll learn your fate, and that's the only way. I know the rules don't make sense, but hey, that's life.
That's life.
That's life.
I see soul balance through the gift of life, surviving in a time of self-depression, stretching aggression, hiding emotion, potion uplifting, giving something for no exchange. Strange downfall of illusion, cruising, abusing life. Retna foreplay just made media circus star strangle, a twinkle of hope, dangling ropes of dreams, becoming a team, gleaming in your own shadow below on ground level, knowing self-propelling selfishness unleveled, wages to be confirmed, your concern, spreading the seed of need, reverse greed, nourishing the planet tree, burning debris, glory with no belief, believing is the purpose, all devious own ideas, surplus of life. Mango tango for you can't go bouncy pronouncing. Levels of ego, locomotion, temptation, strafing, shattering, opening, closing, getting my foot in the door. Forcibly not gripping, accomplishing the desire of fire, empire, never last forever. Clever demeanor, serious, furious, stress, tying the knot, sure shot, not forgotten. Looking for the perfect slut, gut instinct, fatal, feeling pale, life till death, situation, critical, biblical procedure and depths of breath contest, common control. Behold, behavior pivots, blind to a savior, imprint, blueprint of life. Backstabber holding the golden invincible knife, fucking affair, prepare, warfare, economical factor, attractor, subtractor, politic of politics, all evidence, stopping flicks, tricks under short sleeves, thieves not giving a shit, suicidal tendencies of parentheses, just to forfeit the dotted line, barcode, parallel access, mental therapy, trespass, a humble victim of life. That's life. That's life.
Reality is life. Reality is life. Reality is life. Reality is life. Reality is life. Is life.
Inhaling, exhaling, suffocating, man and woman, creating a seed of love does float on your special day. Born only to decay, prey, fox in the hound, chin, a gazelle, heaven and hell, fact and fiction, that's life. That's life, that's life, that's life, that's life. Life, a puzzle I have yet to piece together, unpredictable like the weather in the 90s, sitting right on the back of the train of reality, entering the tunnel of life, but I'm moving up fast, everything looks like a blur. Trapped in a land of silicone-less fake tits, life full suction on their hips, people sporting animal fur. Caught the sickness degree that cannot be cured. Embrace the special memories that I hold dear to me, from loved ones who have passed on, friends that came and gone. So blinding with this song, a time sweetness of a drug lies on your tongue, infecting your spine. Angels trapped behind bars on stars, crying on the verge of dying. Everyone weeps, it hurts. Getting lucky, getting burnt, overlooking people of lower class, getting overlooked, booked into the X-Files. Innocent people put on trial. A child is born into a world of paper, sows the seeds of love. My mother's hand rubbed my back, putting me at ease. War and peace, while lives all change in a split second, having no direction. My mirror's reflection shows who I am. An eagle plus a serpent that lies on my flag. Reaching in my bag to pull out hope, but it floats. And I try to climb the rope to scale the mountain of the darkness, passing the heartless. Too many elements life. So our family bond so strong, standing gut to hate's wind and jealousy hand that grips a knife that's aimed out our back. Our fortune cookies are cracked, only to find no fortune in this life. So our family bond so strong, standing gut to hate's wind and jealousy hand that grips a knife that's aimed out our back. Our fortune cookies are cracked, only to find no fortune in this life. No fortune, no fortune. But I guess that's life.
That's life, that's how you live it. Are you down to give it back to the people on the earth that serves a purpose? That's life, that's how it is. Figure how you living, is it worth it? That's life, that's how you live it. Are you down to give it back to the people on the earth that serves a purpose? That's life, that's how it is. Figure how you living, is it worth it? I just don't know.
The moment, but still certain progress in the essence. Conception of birth is that of the purest of a present. Life-led walking plus conceptualized talking. An outfit for survivors surviving the beastly devil's constant stalking. Born into a world that won't tolerate pestilence. A child grows into a man getting the highest level of his tolerance. Behind the wall of intrigue lies the platter of all seeds. Inside the breath of all man contains the necessary ingredients to succeed. Pass forward over debris which has contaminated our fundamental genes, convincingly controlling human souls into desecration. Objects of affection or insecurity with a striking question. Premonitions of progression will keep you valued to learn a lesson. It went from matchbox to high tops. The comforting feeling of having girls jock, all to be recycled into a circle of the very beginning. First pit stop, seconds dropping like berserk. Turn 21, you'll be out to work for the crooked manpower, disemboweling our sacred earth. Four corners engraved, a telling story of the last days. Basic instructions have been provided. It's pretty much up to you what you intake, along with the conception of applying. Every day can be enlightening. The willingness to work out problems. I occupy my time by just reciting my life in every spoken phrase to recorrect some of these confusing, twisted days. These confusing, twisted days. And that's life in the grain of a bit of a word.
Greedy, hungry, manipulated, stack of style for file. Illusion on the realities pretending. Abundance around that I found in Zay. Getting older in a way, supernatural, natural. I praise, living absolute suits. A bum, chump change, rearrange, rich, that's life. Therefore refer, whom cares? Various consciousnesses are confusable to whom sums it all up. Tried up by, along by, eye to eye. Entering, ending, where am I led in, binding, also aligning, figuring it out. Situations mistaken, excuse me, just going by high, you high, I'm high, cool breeze, thunderstorm. norm. Looking for a confirmed reality phase, a season, a mood swing. Love and music brings a time that's unexplainable. I'm kind of adjacent with a space in between. No telling where I'm gonna fall off. Experience reactions, the puppet strings cut off for foreplay. Hustle, hard ends, men's broken up. Enema, examiner, sound sequence, sickening, tied down. Falling down, getting hurt, or flirt with insomnia, nightmares. Occurrences that are untamed, paralyzed remembrance of that embarrassment meant to be. Illuminating, congratulating yourself on that thing called life.
See this life not easy. Everybody want be squeezing. I want a little bit of money and a lot of self-control. Once see my creator, devil not go hold me soul. I eat war. Nah. See this life not easy. Everybody want be squeezing. I want a little bit of money and a lot of self-control. Once see my creator, devil not go hold me soul. I eat war. Say he war. My money seems to go faster than my weed burns. I'm coming up past y'all niggas quick like I'm a gallon on them damn turns. But are y'all niggas really concerned if you get served? This life's a bitch and she's got curves. Everything I say to her is absurd. Every step makes me stronger but fucks with my nerves. Gotta relax and roll me a blunt. Fuse more potent than your mother's cunt. If you feel froggers, then jump. Just cause I'm crunk don't mean I'ma miss when I dump. Near faggot ass punk. To the ask JD what's up, he'll tell you how this world will have you by your throat. Fake friends having you behind bars wouldn't even worth to see note. And who the hell gonna be there for you when you get out with no car and broke? In a world where it seems you're stuck like traffic. When you die, what'll come after this? You gotta hit them quicker. Aim to get your pockets thicker. See, my guidelines are simple. Don't take me to the point where I gotta kill, cause blood's gonna spill, and every blow's gonna be concentrated to your grill. You might as well just chill. If you can't overcome your adversities, then pull me to the side and converse with me. This game's fun to be told. I ain't gon' front like I got it all sold. We all leprechauns looking for our pot of gold. Even though I think I left half of mine at the liquor store, there's really just a couple more rules you need to know that ain't writ. Watch your back, keep getting tight with blows to fit, and always empty out clip on the snitch. From 99 to 2096, this life's a bitch. Nigga, this life's a bitch.
Still we do what we must to maintain. Of course, there'll be strain from the brain
something, the light from the windowsill. Behind the curtains, things are certain, so this must be real. The record's all arranged in disorderly space. It's the feeling no one's stealing for the moment is fate. Click, spin, turn overhead, rolling on tape. Exercised on my emotions, so it's time that we wait. Amongst the wires, cords, loose paper and books. The peace of mind you get from encouraging looks. It's the second overwhelming that you wish wouldn't stop. Clouds swarming, forming, migrating over the mountaintops. The people all around know exactly on what I'm speaking. Living up the week as if every day was the weekend. 7 up days through rain and sunny weather. It's about taking on your monsters like positive endeavors. And never once thinking twice or looking back. The state of mind you're in, pulling that monkey off your back. The culture that we're living in, the vibe intertwined. Fused and twisted to one and determined to find 4 sides to every story and to make it complete. I'm asking, can you feel the energy before I take a seat?
It's like remember when 4 MCs up in the head again. Manipulate modulation range to increase adrenaline. Smooth, many moves we can pencil in. From methamphetamine steam to the dreamy state of Wonderland. From romantic to frantic, Titanic to slightly slanted. Manic or depressive, oppressive or progressive. The method is the message, the music is a detective. Investigating your precious soul to find the best entrance. Monopolize minds and sell them back to the tribes. At half the price of a glass of water with no eyes. Isn't that nice? By the rhythm of the night, make your decision seem light. Got such a hold on life, man, it doesn't even seem right. No time to apologize, gotta rise to the occasion, blazing pride. While making the best effort to stay polite. Poisonous, odious, melodious, but such a delight. You would want to swallow your pride and decide everything is alright. 4 corners forms a square of the sound that surrounds you. It exists within and without you, uplifts and grounds you, massages you, pounds you, helps you and haunts you. You may not be completely in go, but believe me, you want to. Protects you, bombs you, heals you and harms you. It'll sneak upon you, but somehow manage to alarm you. Preparation is key for the elevation. Send a decree, we bring constructive devastation.
With the mood music, cause the music is the mood that lets your spirit soar to a higher altitude. But move, swing along the path that we're pursuing, so keep the vibe alive, and no one will be ruining the mood music. Cause the music is the mood that lets your spirit soar to a higher altitude. But move, swing along the path that we're pursuing, so keep the vibe alive, and no one will be ruining the mood music.
Mood music. My man Shamako's making mood music. My homegirl Persia's making mood music. My man Steve is making mood music. And EP, we're making mood music. It's all true music, so don't confuse it with anything that's whack, cause it's not that. Got that?
of envy. It was the empty feeling that had tempted me to walk among the trees, while others gained their stability, holding firm position on solid ground. I float away to escape the harmful sights and sounds, and when the earth shatters and all matter is an afterthought, I'm of the opinion this leisurely walk, which it was not, or better yet, far from. It wasn't a simple excuse to run from all adversities. Certainly, certainty had become a hollow sermon to me, to progress through the process of growth and maturity. But at face value, how do you argue with those already flourishing, furnishing the sweetest fruits of their labor? It wasn't the first bite into the apple which had soured my behavior. Only until I had reached a rotten core did I think about the pain and how my sore and aching body could no longer withstand anymore. A closed door of perception ruined all the opportunities for deeper connections. Or was it the simple and understandable inability to relate to the poisons being served on this plate? Fate force-fed a second helping, appearing to be dwelling in nonsense. But there in itself lies the dividing fence between you and me. I'm all about unity, but it can only be achieved by joining me in a long drawn-out grieving process, seeming to be more threat than anything else. Sickly looking individual, your health makes you look weak. There you go again, speaking of the bleak that lies beneath your thin skin. But what's the point of that evil looking cringe? Point taken and still aching, breaking the mold to resurface with purpose. This message is urgent, cause where would I be today had I not fallen off the track, never to receive all the blessings of coming back. The moment you've been waiting for, along with the end result of what I've had to endure.
Nothing's absolute, I had absolute peace, calling my soul to come and see. Life's so real, I feel that this is not my time yet, nor the era. The terror can drive a dead man alive, feeling to be nostalgia with the jive talk, separating self from the mass. The booty shit's contagious, so I ask, do you say you feel it and really do? Or is it the artificial feelings you thought you knew and never willing to stand, relate, comprehend, and take? When at the osmosis, feed it in. The village raises the child, check your foul, ghetto statistics. It's not coincidental, while the rate of death isn't accidental. The trigger wasn't lubricated, so there couldn't be a slip. Put a chip underneath my epidermis and feed it, so the magnet strip can read it. A life to the plastic and silicone, beside it is your number, so we recite it every day. But this number is the credit we pay and receive. All bets are off since destiny's preconceived. The only escape from the city is leave, but if I go, will I achieve? Run from a problem, no answer or solution. Push back to hear pollution. Which in it myself, I already won hell, specifically spiritually and after mentally and physically. As my philosophy evolves, changes the world revolves around the sun. The beast is becoming of who? Who? Abu Hassan Pasha.
You better step towards the light. Oh, the monkey, it's so funky.
What did you say? Hey, Ricky, what did you just say?
I wanted. Hey, can I try? The monkey phone. I like the monkey phone. I like the monkey phone.
Okay, so how old are you, Tyler?
6.
Yeah, and what do you like to do?
Rap.
Oh yeah, what do you rap about?
I rap about stuff.
Good stuff or bad stuff?
Good stuff.
Yeah, you like good rap or bad rap?
Good rap.
And you like positive rap or negative rap? Negative. Why do you like negative rap? Negative rap is bad, dude.
It's cool.
Why is it cool?
It's fun.
Do you like when fools rap about guns and stuff?
No.
Why don't you like that?
Because it's inappropriate for little kids.
I feel the same way. Hey, do you listen to your parents?
Yeah.
in all seasons. The Bible reads of natural disasters taking place before our face. Amazing grace must be thanked faithfully for safety, but yet hastefully the threat of nature plays a role in dominance. Abrasively we hold on, waiting for an explanation from the science of life, understanding why there ain't no change in operations of the sky. Fundamental and supply, manipulating is the act of Satan taken from the good book. Take a good look at one philosophical approach, an astronomical focus of seasons, although actual validity. In which case an Indian something needs not be explained, which makes me wonder how to apply the same to the native and foreign and spiritual. And miracles promote relativity with no solidity and Western thought brought on by non-sensitivity. Towards Mother Earth when at her best is like for previous research and leave us drowning in a pool of questions on arrival of the sun. Survival is the key, and when the sun to shine again, we come together as a family to reconcile the damage. My means of making sense, could it be an act of nature or just mere coincidence? Could there be a reason for the seasons? Would there be an explanation for the rain? Should there be evaluation of the weather or not? To me, the whole concept is rather strange. Could there be a reason for the seasons? Would there be an explanation for the rain? Should there be evaluation of the weather or not? To me, the whole concept is rather strange. The weather is mysterious. It's got me curious as to how the world functions. How serious should one take the instinct of man that is human nature, which in all respects is nature in itself? But science states that every effect reflects its cause, hence evaporation to precipitation. So perhaps we as members of this planet cause our own effects on this earth. So when its patterns become crooked, I must look at the sky and wonder why. Weather produces warm currents set up for mankind, deterrent occurrences such as this devastate crops, which create problems in the marketplace and how it accumulates income. And the final outcome is a world crisis over hunger, from the dry winter to the wet summer. But which way and when do the birds fly? Astronomers accounted for such instances, but still complete no steady reply. I talked to the old local speechless weatherman who usually foresees the weather, but tells me this time no one can. I understand not everybody knows what it's supposed to be. The time of the second coming for the Bible tells me so. Could it be we were forewarned? The white buffalo was born and I prepare for the storm. A sudden tornado sweeps the land where I stand, causing mass damage, managing direct shot with wild winds to sweep you off your feet when it rains and pours. And I also know it's hard to sight, so better build a raft for the flood. A drowning muddy waters cut, the tide is high, like a tsunami, natural destruction. It's stuck in the landslide, cause man can't hide from Earth's fate. Because it's hours when they bring two showers. A biological clock is gone out, but don't stop, and say it won't stop until we hit the freezing season. And I understand it's just that things don't happen for a reason. Could it be the earth is talking to us? The eye of the storm is watching us in every move that we make. Could it be the earth is talking to us? The eye of the storm is watching us in every move that we make. See, we can learn a lot from the weather, all the way from the repeated cycle of seasons to the dead fall of leaves in autumn, from the replenishing spring of rebirth to the simple appreciation for Mother Earth and all her reasons. Now the question is it all relative? Definite juice draws the connection through elaborate paintings and lyricism. The sky makes me wonder why. The sky makes me wonder why.
You got to stay strong and give all that you can to the kids, our future successors who feed off us and how we live. Examples or references to guidelines we can define. Those courageous with hearts in a sense could never go blind. But who really is blind? A man that can't see, or a man who feels no emotions but swears he relates to things? I tend to trouble myself in search to find the answer, and it sure as hell ain't in stogies and bad intention common cancer. But well, you know how it goes. Can't cry for spilled milk, you just gotta keep on moving, and when in need ask for help. Embarrassment's been abolished since I don't need to look all polished, and appearance is only worth so much. Within deeper is where things are honest. artist. With a perspective like that, I only attack the problems facing this world. We ought to keep it intact. Contributions play a bigger role than they seem. Willingly, with every decision, you're affecting a million things, or even more than that. Nowadays, I can't keep count, so I focus on what I say before it comes out my mouth. Communication's a tool and a vital instrument to life, but most would rather get involved in getting jocked and being tight. Won't let it shake the approach, trying to overshadow the hope vested into the faith. Now we have the antidote, cause it only takes one man to destroy a single nation, but it takes mankind to continue our father's investigation. With the pack of kingship, I'ma never leave the sides of all of the trusted allies who will willingly complete this bound of time. And to those living in fear, there's no better place than the glory of God. But beware, there's no time to waste. But beware, there's no time to waste.
Welcome inside of our humble abode, the laboratory, working hard on its chemistry set. From the South Bay up to the North Bay, the peninsula, we trying to stay on top of our shit. We some rap veterans, we've been at this for years, but y'all trying to get on top of the name and grab fame. My name gets run like lingo or slang, all up on your tongue as if you know who I am. Joe Dub not claiming no sense I ain't from, put it down for Midtown and all the above. 24 years on this ball of mass, mountain peaks and water, snow and grass, overpopulated cities roaming in packs like stoves, trying to fight off temptation from these shiesty ass hoes. Who riding in a gray Nissan Sentra, smashing through stop signs, red lights, etc. Span through the bay like 280 or 101, covering the coastline like the afternoon sun. Microphones get turned out from the Zeta San Fran. Concepts don't work here, that's why we freelance. That was lesson number 1. Be prepared now for number 2.
Went for a walk when I lost my skills. Only came back with mixed emotions and the will to explain them. Over beats we feel, but sometimes I fumble, stumble. Sounds like I'm talking mumbo jumbo, but I'm not. I rock like stones, which my word is etched in. Never get a second chance to make a first impression. Impressionable, suggestions are told, telling you to change your shit, but maintain your shit. The best that you roll is being that of yourself, dignified. If you dare to stare in the eyes, is where you look, not crooked, cause they're there to buy you and sell you at a price that's cheap. Hey man, I really like this beat.
Bottomless bottles, consecutive rights on Caudle, all the way to Brunel Road to get another pack of Marlboros. Cigarettes are cheaper, but when I'm high it makes me think deeper. Fixing the blown wire speakers so the music can make me a believer. Numerous all greats, I pop in like a tape every day, responding to different versions, but the message is still the same. Suppose someone proposed an offer that you couldn't pass up, like recopying 500 tapes for less than $100. Would you take the chance to profit, or would you forget about it and just drop it? Decisions to be made, that is the name of this topic. There's a party all night, yo Kefing, wanna stick around? Hold on, give me a second, let me see how my engine sounds. If it revs and is ready to go, then you know I'm down to stay. But if my engine backfires, then we gotta find another way. The time is 3:16, but it's like a never-ending dream. Storylines lead to the climax, the epitome of what one sees. Call a pager, leave a message, but they never call back unless they wanna meet you halfway, but it's rarely ever like that. Expecting nothing in return is a good way to keep from getting burned, so my expectations aren't high until the message is confirmed. And even when it's reassured, I still questions one recycle words, for they could be running their mouth with not even a care for a bird. Decisions, partake in what you're missing. The audience will listen if you're true to what you mentioned. A distraught sign of tension, had a couple people fencing, fighting over an unequitable tone of a complexion. You got to let the beat ride and forget all of the violence. The other side to defiance is counterclockwise to science.
Scrap those notes, KS quotes, last of the cutthroat, seeking like a Mohican, bald in one, uniform as an orderly fashion. Scripts that's fit like cardio or robocizing. One look at the horizon, the outcome be the shadow. Opposites attract the scary view when it's spontaneous, coming through instantaneous. Written in lines of gold, once was told, what you hold be the end result, the means cause the purpose. Is that even worth it? I spoke to the serpent, I said come on, don't lie. Should I even challenge your mighty will? And if I can, I think these stills will stand still paralleled. Excuse the pun, but oh hell, switch the flame to H2O, your frozen and hard held, short and brief. I threw another possibility for you to rethink from the CLXII.
Once upon, starting from scratch, trying to make a full meal. Are you consciously aware within the moments when you steal? Eyes on the prize with your motives all noticeable. Hands caught in the jar cause you seem to be so gullible. A scheme and a half, masterminded by a staff of the criminally active who are willing to take that chance to drive a man insane. Over the edge is such a shame, doing just about anything, trying to remain in the game. Fatal circumstances, a planet of gist. Call it the criminal act, abiding laws are hella strict. Cell blocks and bad cops makes the streets awfully hot. They might have did the time, but the public still shocked. Should you blame them? I think not, just retain them. The situation's messy because the victim's always scraping. Time after time, committing crime after crime. Diamond heists are nice, but it's desperation shrine. Stealing for keeps, better no man weep. Counting years on they wall, regretting all that shit you thiefed. What does it take to commit a heinous crime? How does it shape the thought process of the mind? Searching for the answer, but I bet we'll never know the true motives and action concerning a criminal soul.
You know the bottom is hopeless, findings are forgotten, not the tale. Betray, lost bail, snail, catch up, slip along, get along, gang, thing, ring a charter mystery. Wonder boy, toy, cast member, associate on a wire. Tired, we're down, flat, emotionless, comic relief. Stranded people of my presence, present to accommodate. Illustrating brought to life, limited escape, no escape, cape, super rapper, villain, conniving, sneaky rap, yeah, trap, slap, foretold, the style groove to move you out, silly to a mistake, hate a big pretender, return to sender, a non-repeat offender, lender of a needed advice, precise, incise, my key, explores more or deep of a serenaded confusion, all losing, all losing, all losing, all losing.
Once upon a crime that lived a little hooligan, caught him serving time for an act he's gonna do again. Will it ruin him? Bet it will, if he keep pursuing them acts of criminal behavior.
Downward spiral, only living in denial while simple thoughts running through the minds of past times. See, they can't see their minds and turning back at the insight. Pull the license way too bright. See, the future looks harsh. They find covered up in the dark and they live life for the now. Too hard for some expressions and regressive lost thoughts, but to kind of turn around and scared of reality sounds. They listen but do not hear, for the truth may bring some fear. If I'm crime related, I'm accepted by my peers, and it may not be me, and it might be kind of hectic. But if you ask them my boys this shit, they'll all respect it.
Young Johnny sniffed the lines and he downed his brew. Now he's amped to do the things he wouldn't usually do if he had his sober senses. The drug combo consensus announces to the brain, you're young, you're reckless, you're in need of cash, and you know where your dad stashes away his 12 gauge. So you figure, hey, I only live once, and I just don't give a fuck about anyone in my way. Could catch a buckshot to the buttocks, cause I'm a crazy man. Sniffed another line off to the liquor store, and now open up the register or pow. Adrenaline pumping, hand on the pump. Let out a shot so loud the cops heard it down the street. Let out a code 3, try to flee and almost broke free. But dead up ahead was a cop blockade, rage flowing violently. Bust out the gauge, might have seen better days, but this was your last. A deadly mixture with a trigger cashed in the ass with a deadly blast. Once upon a crime that lived a little hooligan, caught up serving time for an act he's gonna do again. Will it ruin him? Bet it will if he keep pursuing them acts of criminal behavior for the devil.
Must be
live. You know what scares me even more? I'm going back in. Forgive me, Ben. Put me back in the game. I'll make you like me again. I'll do the work. I'll do all the work. Just put me back in the game.
Amusement, troops come, the drums of the war, sounded announced when I pledge defiance.
There's a time for war, and there's a time for peace. Who will stand and endure, or who will be left in pieces? What happens when your inner peace is threatening? The only wars left to wage is against yourself. What sides will be chosen? What side do you choose? Which side chose you? Damn, I'm so confused. Miseries triumph through the heartland of the unordained, as it is written and inscribed within the tablets of the wickedest treachery. I didn't want to say this to the sadists, but my inner demons want me killed. On the grounds that I breathe life through the earlobes of the walking dead. The act of defiance breeds insanity. Can we speak candidly, or is your mouth sewn shut by barbed wired vanity? Does everything have to rhyme without reasoning? In the center of the earth is where you'll find the caverns of forever. In the center of the earth is where you'll find the caverns of forever. The act of defiance breeds insanity. My inner demons want me killed. As the angels cry, we all watch with the bloody tears of tyranny. I see them drip and drip from the poisonous infected sponge that resides in between. In between your ears, the ravenous and parasitic engage in their carnal feast. When your mind is left unattended, your soul becomes vulnerable to these demonous legions who utilize the temptations of the beast. Your soul becomes vulnerable to these demonous legions who utilize the temptations of the beast. Entering through an exit of someone else's non-existence, where for you there is no escape until finding what can't be searched for, only being found by the regeneration of life that death is killed for. This symbolizes the hope for hopelessness. Hopelessness fulfills us with its emptiness. Hopelessness fulfills us with its emptiness. As the angels cry, we all watch for the bloody tears of tyranny. I see them drip and drip from the poisonous infected sponge that resides in between. In between your ears, the ravenous and parasitic engage in their carnal feast. When your mind is left unattended, your soul becomes vulnerable to these demonous legions who utilize the temptations of the beast. These demonous legions who utilize the temptations of the beast.
Drums of the war, from the war come drums, from the beat of the heart. The beat is the art. Drums of the war, from the war come drums. The tribal drums, on arrival comes defiance.
It's no longer, no shorter, no quicker, no more reluctant, no more, no less, no something, no anything, no everything, or are we just knowing nothingness? No one proposition, everybody dies now. No negotiations. Notice the eviction notice on the door when journeying to the gateway of all perception. No reasoning, no rhyme, no rhyming notions, beckoning ignorance. No death, no life, non-existence. No the ledge, no salvation. Life is the death unrelenting which knows no boundaries, no gimmicks, no restrictions, no limitations. No restraints, no saints, no saviors, no survivors. Within the survival of these novice sinners who know nobility. How do you know what is true if it's false to say there's no truth? No right, no wrong way to know loyalty. Because there's no justice in knowing injustice. Or is it just us or just our inhuman curiosity? Which makes you feel the need to know the ending before knowing the beginning. civilizations concluding that there are no real lies, no equality, no liberty, which leaves us with no resistance, knowing that it all equals out in the end through liberation. I guess this means it's a necessity to know the necessary means which bring us to our self-desolation. No self-destruction, no self-mutilation. There's no selfishness in having the urge to know oneself. Why know their laws when there are no rules? Know who rules them all with their own flaws. There's no use of winning when it's always a perfect time to lose. There's no time to lose if there's no time. No good, no evil, no subliminal mind trickery combined with fake criminal analogies. No more people left to follow fraudulent forms of illegal fantasies. No pity, no remorse, no sympathy, leaving us with no casualties. Casually realizing there's no gradual fall into the pits of desecration. No inadequacies, adamantly coming to the conclusion that there's absolutely no room for hesitation. There is absolutely no room for hesitation.
Agriculture has the whole world sideways. Our crops ain't growing in season because there is no season. It's all one.
Agriculture was developmental, stems from the ground on up, environmentally sound pounding out from the core, sprouting out from the crust, save the world. It's up to you and only us. Agricultural developmental stems from the ground on up, environmentally sound pounding out from the core, sprouting out of the crust, save the world. It's up to you and only us.
Black bean burrito, digesting green Doritos, fire-flavored Fritos, bike riders and Speedos, holy Torledo, watch out for the torpedo, aiming at your casino, on the way to Reno, just a little game at Keno, taking place in a casino, and little do we know, overpopulation of the feeble, people living illegal, shit on by a seagull, similar to a critic judging a movie sequel, or a whack group dropping a single, a separate can of Pringles, crowds of youth mingle, times are growing old and beginning to wrinkle, it's going to pour rather than sprinkle, the stars will no longer twinkle, tickle, tweety, teeny, weeny, twinkie, triscuits, Minute Maid biscuits, parallel points, pivot, tickets to the trivets, used by the idiots, imbecile bastard, degenerates, plastered, to the part they play, start to pray and wake up to another day, nothing left to say, your products of the agriculture has many different ways to display nature's waves, crashing over waves, born and raised in the cave, yet brave enough to step out, everything inside I let out, get out if you're not with it, trust me, only the gifted could really be lifted, as the rest of this shit is, sucked through a straw like futuristic liquid, if you ripped it, so zip it, zig it, zag it, drag it, bag it, no room for bragging, breath of the death of a dragon.
Literature written pure. Heard was the word of the shepherd who secured the flock of sheep on the block who beat out rap music. It was a bad influence cause the shepherd was poisoning the seeds of tomorrow. Now the crops were now tainted, stifling the growing process, then processed and placed in tin cans for every woman and man to stick their face in and get their feelsome grub. Now so much that they became ill. One by one the village people were killed, all slowly like pests from pesticide obtaining valley fever. Negative music is genocide when the children of the receiver plugged into the box, dug into the dirt filled with deadly pollutants from landfills. See, man kills himself and steals from the earth for his personal wealth. Since the first agricultural crop was grown, not to fulfill his needs nor for his children to feed, but just to satisfy his greed. Now I see his face at the marketplace, cashing in off of hard-earned money, cause we're hungry to eat fast food, faster than the rate it grows. From where the next crop of fruit and vegetables come, nobody knows. So guess we just have to cut down some more rainforests in hopes that the earth supports us. Please don't ignore this.
Aggravating agriculture, horticulture, pesticide, infanticide, ingrown, inbred, red meat and poultry, adultery, adolescent, a farm goes under in the Midwest, courtesy of NAFTA, crop dusting, Dayton's on tractors, crash test dummies, livestock dung heap, illegal toxic dumping, dousing the water running alongside the ranch, avalanche of available growth hormones, all 3 ears of corn that collaborate with the cholesterol of cud, shoe chalk up another victory for the vixens, purchasing plots of land used to develop a strip mall and multiplex, polluted participants, parched dirt depends on rainfall to regenerate random seeds, skyscrapers replace oak trees, unloading, loading, upgrading, downloading chemicals into cornfields, foaming, focus on farm, grain silos, silent silicone, slinging asparagus, aspiration rations, rodents devour tomatoes, bulging potatoes, fat content, potassium, chrysanthemum, cradling, cracking, corn on the cob, frogs with toothpaste, tuba, agriculture is applicable in Oklahoma or Bermuda's triangle, rectangle, wrecked harvest, hard times teasing the tip of the iceberg, I storm isosceles, sovereignty, marveling at each unfortunate family's misfortune, buy a lottery ticket and turn the establishment on its head, heads up, HEPA filter, non-cigarette fields of tobacco, tumultuous millennium password, catchphrase, catastrophic, catatonic allegiance, alluring, drawn to drastic, scandalous soap operas, 60 minutes worth of information causing an uproar. Uphold immaculate contradiction, contraband aid, farm aid, concert contamination, contrast color encrusted in increments, intravenous needles, need to want an insatiable craving, corrupt parental guidance, guillotine, retreat, rotten tank, septic, separate, separatist, specialist, common sense, specimen in women, wait for a lack of food, feast, fetish with feeding for hunger, hunchback, quarter, currency, museum, curator, agricultural, credit rating, unacceptable for illegal maneuvers, manifest, gimmick, simp, simultaneous, gracious, all growing up, grin and bear it, bare naked ladies, laboratory, lately things are all out of whack, which way is up, in Adam, jamming, making moves, mercifully jacking, ejaculating, elongated javelins, Java, Jerry curl, weave.
Greetings from your hip-hop psychic readings. This is Definite Warwick here with today's fortune and foretold fate. Now, do you know where you're going in life? Because if not, perhaps we can help you along in the song by reading your palm. By reading your palm.
Just running and running, fighting and fighting. Around the track I go, searching for enlightenment. Just running and running, fighting and fighting. Around the track I go, searching for enlightenment. Ain't got all the money, but I got my pride. Ain't got all the women, but I got my boys by my side. Ain't got a car, but I got drive. It's all in the palm of your hands, now put them up, show me you're alive. I can't get inside your head, so I don't even bother trying. There's a deeper inner purpose to the reasons why I'm rhyming. Some call it a coming, and my name has been stated, adding a lasting effect to everything I'm creating. Puzzle pieces fit perfect, though perfect's imperfection. The message in a bottle earlier was a suggestion. Nobody looked to find it in the current. Washed up along the shore, clear as day with no deterrent. Poised, the nature I soak in conveys a boy. Mature in the state of a man's body that's not destroyed. One faithful Californian taking heed to what was stolen. An opportunity eroded due to the way the cards unfolded. Ship us out west out of courtesy and disrespect. A partaker put a hex on people's lives for a request. It's cold inside, I gotta warm up the body and take a bite of something swell, nutritious and hearty. I'm comfortable at most when I'm alone or on the go. Backed by my best friends that care for me like older bros. Never severing ties, keeping hope alive, staying loyal to patience in our decision to strive. The harder it gets, the more that I respect any little thing, cause I'm forced to digest all that I see. It's all in me, just a mere reflection of what's really actually. Ain't got all the money, but I got my pride. Ain't got all the women, but I got my boys by my side. Ain't got a car, but I got drive. It's all in the palm of your hands, now put them up, show me you're alive. Ain't got all the money, but I got my pride. Ain't got all the women, but I got my boys by my side. Ain't got a car, but I got drive. It's all in the palm of your hands, now put them up, show me you're alive.
And now you're about to be greeted by your palm reader reading your palm, telling your life song. And the beat goes on, and the beat goes on.
Did you see that thing you thought you seen? But when you seen that thing you thought you seen, it really wasn't there. Hands it fair, keep your head down. Melancholy mindset got you looking around, feeling like you're the only soul in this lonely town.
How'd you know?
It's all in the mirrors to the soul. Don't let the wave of light just roll past ya. Let me ask ya, have you ever looked at the inside of your face that captures air?
Nah.
Well, look in there and tell me what you see.
Just a bunch of lines.
But each one of those lines carries trials and tribulation. Different situations you were facing, hardships in the road. Past, present, and the future when you had your life in control. Or when your life was on the verge of falling apart. Some say they could even tell when your heart is gonna be for the very last time. Try to maintain and control. Keep your head on your shoulders, manage your rage. Stay away from evil and hate, cause that's not where it's plague. Take life slow. Don't be in a hurry to eat around the chocolate to get to the middle of the Cadbury egg. Take it slow, just take it slow. And remain in control.
Ain't got all the money, but I got my pride. Ain't got all the women, but I got my boys by my side. Ain't got a car, but I got drive. It's all in the palm of your hands, now put them up, show me you're alive. Ain't got all the money, but I got my pride. Ain't got all the women, but I got my boys by my side. Ain't got a car, but I got drive. It's all in the palm of your hands, now put them up, show me you're alive.
Now slap me some skin, brother man. Now flip it around and let me see the palm of your hand. I can help you understand what it means.
Your lifeline states that you will write rhymes for a lifetime.
Finding eyes and rhyming, struggling, striving, proving for everything you put hard work and time in. You continue to shine like a diamond. Hip hop arrived in the days of way past. Now it's up to cats like us to keep riding the storm and make it last. Cause the masses are passive, but we're the chosen few. Chose not to let a golden moment passes by. You ask us why? Perhaps we care a lot and dare to rock something different, significant. Cause I doubt we can bear the shock of what the near future holds in store. Fear the future and ignore. A clear future is what I'm looking for in the palm of your hand. I got a song for you, man, and it goes a little something like this. Get it, don't sweat it, cause sweaty palms reveals a nervous man. Do yourself a service and just relax yourself. In the midst of tension, ask yourself, where in the world am I going? It's all a reflection of where you've been. Now make a wise decision on your future. Ain't got all the money, but I got my pride. Ain't got all the women, but I got my boys by my side. Ain't got a car, but I got drive. It's all in the palm of your hands. Now put them up, show me you're alive. Ain't got all the money, but I got my pride. Ain't got all the women, but I got my boys by my side. Ain't got a car, but I got drive. It's all in the palm of your hands. Now put them up, show me you're alive. It's the secret of the day. Look at your palm on your hand. Not apply here. That's right. Nomadik Mind Travlers. Seeing vision in the future, long distance we go and never giving in. Chaotic Souls. Boo.
The world went and got itself in a big damn hurry.
Lost generation, fast-paced nation, world population confront their frustration. The lost generation, fast-paced nation, world population confront their frustration.
Fast-paced intersection, congestion moving towards nowhere. Damn, my face is getting paler. Male, mule, horse with a pail of oats. This life it coats. Heartburn, I can't cope. But we hope as a human race that this life would slow down. Take it in, look around, the beauty's not hard to be found. Take it in, look around, the beauty's not hard to find. Family, peoples and friends, manly women, female looking men. All the same people, human beings with a soul and a heart and lots of thought. It's now time as a nation, look at the time we're faced in. Slow down, keep your pace in moderate proportion. We're not contortionists here, we just bend life. So don't spend life looking for your pot of gold. Try staying home. Try staying home. Your family and your friends. Homeward bound.
Moving fast without brakes on this highway of technology. Trying not to crash the cement divider dividing me. When will we all see that technology? Is a defensive lineman bliss and a quarterback of life? This world is moving fast, it's like we're holding double-edged knife. Rushing to our death, gasping for our last breath. How much time is left behind? Looking for the sign to direct you, but it points you in the wrong direction. Because you find that you're getting locked by Apple and IBM compatible. Get a handle, get a grip. You keep on running, only to trip over computer core. Landing face first into cellular phones. Broken bones and open wounds on the hand. Show that you're no longer a man. Because your bones are now metal and your veins running blue wires. And the dirt cell placed in the back of your brain is about to expire.
We all want answers as to how to save the world, but don't know where to look. Flipping through holy scriptures, written knowledge in different books, all contradict the other. Is it justifiable to slay your own brother? I wonder, could it be this maddening stress that the nation's under that has us so confused as to every substance we get our hands on we abuse? Supposedly know right from wrong, but what's that path you choose? Street kids glorify immorality, rich kids portray false street mentality. Middle class kids highest hopes to earn a steady salary. The American dream of making it to the top's a fallacy, but there's a harsher reality. The kids on the playground, they round reenacting your acts of irrationality in a hurry to grow up. Trying to run this world before it blows up, and it's too late. Think we all just need to hold up. Wait, let that fast person pass in order to avoid a car crash. Vision blurry in a hurry to get to a stoplight. Scurrying through a maze of politics, odd jobs for a faulty boss. Don't act like you don't know why the children of our generation are lost. It's the X mysterious. Don't know what's gonna happen next, we're curious. We either accept these truths or challenge them, depending upon how serious we really are.
It's fast time, the lifetime high. Hurry up and it's time for graduation day. Too bad it's the day you die. It seems like freshman year just started, and I was still living at home. But now I lay here in a hospital bed, never thought I'd in the race alone. Where did the time go? lose my soul? When I was still young, why'd I choose to play the role of a rodent in the death race? Blurry memories of fast food meals and missed birthdays. I never thought my life would be a terrible thing to waste on monotony. I promised I would never be disloyal to my family, but I lied. Now I sit here all by myself, and the only thing left to do is cry. Just waiting to die. Just waiting to die.
We move at internet speed, but what's the hurry? Why are we moving so fast? Who are we trying to beat? Man, I can't even compete in this race, cause I move at my own pace. So days go by in a flurry, and I try to keep my eyes on the future, but my vision stays blurry. So I can't see beyond right now, and being nearsighted doesn't help. Plus I don't need the pressure of trying to play catch up in a world moving at warp speed, leaving those who can't keep up behind like trash or debris. They don't know right now, but soon enough they'll see that racing against time only leads to a spin out crash into the wall, handing mortals a defeat. Father time just can't be beat, but still we continue to try. Though all attempts are futile, there is no fountain of youth. So my advice to the world is just slow down and consider time a pal instead of an enemy that needs to get beat down. It's on our side anyway. So to this nation moving at a fast pace, I say tap the brakes and yield just a little before we overheat and sizzle to a stop.
My fast food ain't fast enough. I want it my way, right of way. I have the right of way. In a hurry to get home to watch some TV. People need to just slow down. My fast food ain't fast enough. I want it my way, right of way. I have the right of way. In a hurry to get home to watch some TV. People need to just slow down.
What on earth is the early bird doing, damaging the peace tree's branches? Vanished to a clinic, doling out injections of Depo-Provera to premature future politicians. Declare martial law, logs rolling down the hill. Over the hill, hypertension, a tendency suicidal. Slow down the information superhighway. Infidelity on the internet, Internal Revenue Service, lip service will unlock a huge tsunami knocking California into Connecticut. Conduit condemonium, convince the children that cheering for Pokemon is preposterous. Propaganda, secret squirrel, pandemonium. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles terrorize and mutilate the mothers of many offspring. Sparse success story, stagnant adages. The ambulance is a paddy wagon pulled by horses high on heroin. Hassling honest movie stars for an autograph. Autistic biophysicists ventilate the punctured lungs of murdered animals to round the circles of life to the biggest number. Numbskull, school is last on the list of local liposuction. Suction cups stuck to the forehead, suck the brains outward in the same amount of time it takes to construct a homemade bomb in your bedroom. Malicious retaliate, replica visual training vaccinates the vicious vindictive vandalism vaporized by vapid vasectomies.
I stand upright, staring into an open light, which leads me to the ambition of sight passing cars moving ever so fast in my direction, forcing me to write all that I have in 2 handful segments of emotions. With every breath taken, the presence of death closens. Hard to conceive problem actions from my past, so I try to reconcile for the damage when my ego's feeling mad in a rush in a hurry. The media headlines on television channels tells the story of scared, angry Americans affected by the mourning. Imbalanced economics is one of the many pivoting problems provoking unproductive predicaments. Senior ball prom queens with broken hearts are considered illegitimate for one reason or another. We're progressed to the point where we need rubbers to rectify our population and all the diseases that we're facing.
We live for perfection, but can never really perfect living by rapidly killing our kinfolk. The uprise of our downfall is due to the fast pace of drones drowning themselves in the digital pulses, pulsating through the veins connected to the heart of the mainframe. Man is left to take the blame for creating the synthetic brain that feeds on the energy carried and conducted by battery-charged carcasses, surfing on the superhighway of information. We should take formation, kill our televisions and monitors who watch us, then slow down this uncivilized serpents who slither down the sidewalk, speedily hurrying towards the gates of hell, whose gateway scans your islands. Lose your soul at the expense of America, who waits the reign of the Western world's twisted ideologies. Society's metropolis is really a necropolis, manipulated by machinery in heaven. Heaven's marionettes at the head of the office, overseen by the all-seeing eye on the dollar bill. We're all being overseen by the all-seeing eye on the dollar bill. Dollar bill.
trapped in a revolving door, producing nauseated states of consciousness while inadequately equipped to deal with the dizzying speeds, only infected by an uncontrollable need to feed the false objectives. With tentative limbs eyeing the rim of discovery, a slim chance provides the hope needed in order to cope with unforgiving slopes on a graduated decline. The design lures with breadcrumbs along its trail, all the while chasing the tail of tempting images whose number and form are limitless. Infinite destruction by everyday assumptions, fixed into the positions patterned after the last. One more unidentifiable body cast into a lake of plenty. Many will succumb to the prospects of instant wisdom. Time alone will provide the victims. Vision is given and taken, absorbed and forsaken, to bear the burden of blatant truths. Refuse or accept an all-encompassing net, holding an entire civilization in its grasp. A mass none too heavy to those ready, willing, and able to dine alongside other rodents at their table.
Graphs, everyone gaining weight, upscale rates, slow your roll, skate from the date with fate. It's never too late to reinstate your Mars license and come precise and splicing tempos, no need for speed. Escape your hurry to breed, eat some bread, must not be old enough to bleed, or have air in your head, or hair in your gooch with a fertile seed. Indeed, from the Dutch indulgence, thanks to not crankster that overcame greed. So I thank you with positive or a genuine etiquette queasy. Feed the negative with repetitive sedatives.
Peddlers pushing products to the population. Popular Prozac putting people past real elation. Sensational coverage, bad news at 11. Paranoid hell, but this really could be heaven if we made it our priority to settle the score. Give more to the poor and stick to the chore. This is war, don't be shocked, no more shells on the shore. The ding dong rings, but nobody at the door. Bell ditched and swindled by a trickster. Fast-paced nation, both hands on green like this was Twister.
Twist the cat back, sit back and relax. People need to just slow down. As I look and step back, overviewing the landscape. All these seeds that's been planted now move at a rapid pace. Push to shove, the weight you love, release, increase mobility, last the tug, arranging the next day's attack. Taking a grasp at what might not last past a 60-day guarantee. Who wants to be the leader of the pack? Figure out the quickest to make these tracks from assumptions to facts. Which way do you turn your back? Intensified fury by nature, clearly handed by the bundle. This nation stays under fire, possessing the ways that make our own desires come true. But that still ain't fast enough to stay in the race.
Check it out. People growing up too fast. You need to kick back and relax. If just for one moment of the day, scope out the world around you. Get back down to earth before you lose your head to corporations. Patience is virtuous. Let nature take its course. Please don't force it. Rushing to your death for what the children need us to listen to them. We were them once in a lifetime, gone in a blink of an eye. Silicon Valley, Silicon Valley, silly Silicon Valley.